Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Random Fandom. I'm your host, Ravenwood, and welcome back to the Transformers collection of Studio Series 86, the movie. Um, and here for today's episode, we'll be covering more characters from the Devastator Combiner, the Constructicons, also known as. And for today's episode, we'll first cover this little guy that I sort of created by mistake. Or not made by mistake. I purposely created this little guy. Obviously, what you do is you just fold back the legs of Overhaul. I think that's his name. Yeah, Overhaul. And you just keep the top part of Hook together. So yeah. And I also just keep their weapons on them there and there. But for today's episode, we will not be covering him. Well, I mean, technically, he's just here for just, moral support. He'll just be right here watching while everything goes on. Now, here's this little thing. They could have made him a separate character, maybe. They could have made this into a separate character. Or not, Because if you look at the Transformers, the cartoon, there are technically more Constructicons. And this thing, yes, it can transform, but it's more so just a thing. It's supposed to be like Overhaul's little mini trailer or something. I have a bit of a problem with it. One is that, okay, there's two wheels here, right? There, it just falls apart. But there's sort of a way to go around that. See this little piece here? Just bend it down just about a few degrees that way. And no. Okay, I thought that would do something. Let's try it all the way down. No, that didn't do anything. Okay, no, there's no way around it. Technically speaking, you could do this. Voila! It's not official, but it keeps the thing steady. Now, you could just set it like that. Right. Well, now let's get to transformation. Now, I'm not going to transform it into, I say transformation, but let's get to assembly here. No, actually, what you could do, I guess, maybe see these panels here. Just take these, in theory. No. Actually, oh yeah, you just gently unclip them. Gently. And in theory, no, still there's not enough. What I'm trying to do is just get something to like come down and then just kind of just, as far as that can go, yeah, this unfolds up and then you can see the legs, right? But no, that not even that helps with what I'm trying to do. Okay, let's make sure that it's back straight now. Now, this can transform into the legs and the torso, but that can wait for the live stream. But I wanted to do this as a separate video altogether for this little guy, and to show off this other little guy. Now you're probably thinking, why, Braden Wood, why are you wasting time on this when I could just make an actual character? not make an actual character, just transform an actual character, right? No, I feel like this will be just a fun thing to do. I guess this is just seems to be more entertaining to have a short episode for this month. That's a nice short episode. I'm just saying, like, again, I guess to make this episode just to talk about the fact that this could have been as the sixth member or something like that. No, wait, how many members? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, seventh member, right? Let me count that again. 1, there's the head, there's the arm, the body, the leg. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 7. Sorry. So sometimes I'm just like, wait, how many limbs are there? How many parts of the transformer are there? And so I forget to count this one or whatever, because I'm holding it. It's not attached, and it's not a character. It's just there. And so I'm just not. I'm a bit tired. Okay, I'm honestly just tired. Now, okay, so what do we do? How do we, obviously, what they want us to do is to attach these parts, right? It's mostly for storage. This is mostly for storage. They could make a seventh character because in the cartoon there was an animation error or whatever. Sometimes it would, sometimes it wouldn't be. Like sometimes it's a repeating error or whatever, or sometimes they just add an extra character for whatever reason. But anyways, what they want us to do is to squeeze them out, squeeze them onto the little port here. Put them right here. You could have it have either hand in either. You could have either hand in either little area, whatever you feel like works best with you. You have it facing this way towards like, oh, it's cannons. They shoot out, right? Or you could swap them around and then like, oh, it's not cannons. Okay. Now, these parts, the little wings that attach to, they have to go in a specific spot. They can go right here. One can go right here. And one can go on the floor. Gotta make sure that the wing is facing this up, or the chest plate piece that looks like a wing, and it has to attach. You have to attach this little piece here to go right here, and voila. So now it has wings. Now for this piece, oh, for some reason it decided to stand. Oddly, it's defying gravity. Now for this piece, what you want to do is turn it around, and turn it this way. Sorry, my bad. Make sure that the little cannons are facing this way, and make sure the Decepticon symbol is facing down, basically. And so that little ridge right there is going to go, for both of them are going to go into these little holes here, or these areas here. But problem is that for some reason it can't squeeze through. Why? You have to place it down. Okay, fine. How do we place it down? You move this up because it's in the way. I always keep forgetting that. So we gently push this down and this down and pop it into place. And then take this piece and push it back down. And then if rotate it around, make sure that these, sometimes, I don't know why, but for some reason this one is wiggly and this one's perfectly on there. And you want to check Well, for whatever reason, it doesn't want to sit all nice and snug. But regardless, there you go. It defied gravity a second ago. Oh well. Anyway, so there it is. All nice and done. And so here is this little guy. I like to imagine if Devastator, for whatever reason, was torn apart. But all that remains is his main body. Then they'll probably just transform midway. Or one of them would transform midway to form this little transformation. He'd be kind of small-ish. Half the size he once was. But there you go. There he is. There is Devastator. And then there's Overhaul's the thing. Is Hall. Overhaul's is Hall. So yeah. See y'all in the next video, which would be the Star Wars video. I'll, depending on when this release, it probably released during my stream for today or whatever, or maybe tomorrow or whatever. But I can't predict when this releases on YouTube. But anyways, see you next time on the Random Fandom. Soon, I will play James Bond First Light. Hopefully soon. I just need to make sure that the settings I have for streaming is right. So there'll be a test stream soon and all that jazz. Transformers the movie, the 40th anniversary film will be released, or the reformatted version of the film will be released in theaters. It's not a new film, it's the old film. It's the animated film from back in the 80s. And they're releasing it back this year, September, I think it's 13th or 14th of this year, on the week of that, right? But stay tuned. I'll probably get the right date, but it's either September 13th or 14th, but I can't remember which, because I think the Resident Evil movie is also on that week. And so since they're like the 2 days are like right on top of each other, like there's the 13th for one film and there's the 14th for the other film. I might watch both. I might just watch Transformers the movie in theaters or whatever. But yeah, stay tuned for more, and like and subscribe and all the other jazz. Bye-bye!